Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Live from the monthly Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, it's the In Wheel Time car show, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. Today we talk to more folks here at the Cruise-In. You'll want to hear about their cars, and they're here to tell you about them. Later, we'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Beetlejuice Mike out of this world, Mars. King Con, you need to put your shirt
That's me,
back on.
Conrad. That's me.
You need to put your shirt back on.
I know,
Well,
Conrad
I don't
can't-
get it because I've never watched the movie. But
You're the only one that hasn't watched the movie.
Now I
in this world.
almost
yes.
get it.
King Conrad DeLong, David Ainsley, and we need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. We've got actually a bunch of other cars have just pulled in, including Stan's Rambler.
And
We're
I think in that was Sheila driving
Speedster,
the
the 356 Speedster.
Is that what she's driving?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I have not seen her. But is that her
Yeah,
standing
yeah,
there?
she's right there.
In the Beetlejuice counterpart look-alike
Yeah.
contest? Apparently black and white is in today.
Well, and you look at the cars that are here, you know, not only just an original family-owned 55 Chevy, the collection of Camaros, there's looks to be, and I'm not real sure, I can't always tell, but a Porsche 911 GT3. There's a Ford GT here who's just actually leaving, and if Jeff wanted to show it, but that blue on that Ford GT is gorgeous. Almost the Gulf livery colors.
I was
going to
say more along the lines of Richard Petty blue.
Right. And then, there's a yellow Viper here, so real good, diverse collection of cars.
And also, sitting over here on the far side is a 1969, 67. 69.
Good, Mars.
What I said, a 69 Corvette.
The white one.
The
Yes.
white one over here.
Yes.
And that belongs to John Raia.
Raia.
Yes.
Good morning,
Who's
everybody.
joining us right now.
So tell us about the car, John.
It's a 1969 Corvette that I purchased in 2016. It's actually my wife's idea. When your wife tells you to, hey, buy a Corvette, you're not going to argue with
No,
it.
Did
right.
she actually say that to you?
I built a 65 Impala, and she goes, someday why don't you build a 77 Corvette, because we got married in 77. And I started checking into it. I said, no, I want a 69 instead. And
She said okay.
Actually, when I got it, and she was I was found it at the Conroe swap meet, February of 2016, and I told her I'm going to buy this car, and she was kind of, and then but when actually it was a big event for me, and I took the whole family, and we went out there and met the guy and bought the car a couple weeks later, and when they saw the car, everything was fine.
Oh, cool.
Let me ask you, has she got a sister?
Well, actually, she does have some sisters.
Don's looking for one.
But they're all married. But, yes, they're, oh, well. Anyhow, it's a lovely car. I love it, and I enjoy it, and I drive it as often as possible, especially on a day like today.
Oh, isn't it beautiful
It's
day?
just, we got to talk to God and say, God, why can't we have this weather all year long, you know? But then the rest of the world would probably move into
Yeah, we
Houston.
couldn't afford to live here if we did.
So about the car,
Yes.
is it all original?
No, it's not. Some people have done some things to it before I have it. It's got a different, like the L88 hood, similar to that on there. It's got the clear top.
Yeah, the glass top.
Glass top, and it's got a vintage air conditioning in it, and I had 700 R4 put in it.
Okay.
And it's just that putting the overdrive in it was just amazing.
What a difference it makes.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the power? What engine's in
It's
it?
just a little 350 right now. In the long term, I have different ideas and different things I want to do. I really want to go LS because you can get the power and the gas mileage.
And save weight.
Yeah, there's a little difference in there. But you can, instead of having to have 8 miles to the gallon, you would. And actually, my wife and I, Rose, we went from one Buc-ee's to another Buc-ee's right after we got the transmission put in it, and with the air conditioning,
I measure my drive from Buc-ee's to Buc-ee's.
we did an all-highway drive. We were headed to visit some relatives in Austin, and It got 16 miles to the gallon with the air conditioning on, cruising 70, 75.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Not for a 350 Chevy. That's real good.
Yeah.
So, with a carburetor on it. It's got an old, I don't know what the carburetor is. I don't want to touch it because, you got to set that $700 Ford just right.
Oh, yeah, the TV cable.
I'm so scared. I don't want to even touch it because I have to bring it back to the guy. I just, so I don't want to burn up the transmission. But the car is wonderful.
Not yet.
And and I can't, not unless I burn the tires up with it, right? So that'll come.
Does the wife drive it?
She has, yeah.
Yeah.
She has. She enjoys it too.
It's easy to drive.
Yeah, it's power steering, power brakes, and automatic transmission, and so it's.
So it wasn't originally an air-conditioned car, and you ended up putting
No.
It was originally an AC car.
It's an AC
but
car.
you put the vintage air in it.
Somebody put it in there before I got it.
Okay.
Probably
was cheaper than putting the original compressor and stuff back on.
Well,
it.
I would imagine it would probably perform better anyway.
Yeah.
It blows. The vintage air system blows hard like the new cars do. I first came across this, and one of the other guys in our Houston area Chevrolet club had a 64 Chevy pickup, and him and his son put a vintage air system in that pickup. And when I first saw it, you thought you was in a hurricane. I mean,
throw ice at you.
Oh, and the ice and hurricane. The vintage air system is fantastic.
We met those guys at a car show a year or so ago, and I have to tell you that they've got it together, and they have everything that'll fit the car. No matter what kind of car it is, they make it to make it fit.
Yes.
And if they don't have it, they will make it.
They were at Lone Star Throwdown.
Plus, they have the support.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any problems with it, they're right there on the phone with you and walk you through it.
They are good on the support. I had to have them support me one time on a little problem I had, and they were just wonderful people.
Yeah. We've heard all of that. Well, it's an interesting car. I remember that car very well, sitting in the lot of the Chevrolet dealership not that particular one, but in 1969, they went through a lot of Corvettes at that dealership.
Yeah.
Sold a lot.
Richardson
Chevrolet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think at the time they were the number one Corvette dealer in Houston. And they sold so many of them, they actually had set aside a part of the parking lot
Just for Corvettes?
Just for Corvettes that we got to drive on Saturday mornings and pull them from inside the service department where they stored them at night out to the Corvette corral, if you will.
burning tires
all the way around the back of the building. Oh, yeah.
So which one was the one that was on 45 and Telephone-ish? Was that Robertson or Richardson? Or?
45 and Telephone, I couldn't tell you.
No, that wouldn't have been.
Where was this one at?
Richardson, the Southwest Freeway, wasn't it?
Southwest Freeway at Hillcroft.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day.
A bunch of us Italians, had a lot of Italian relatives that still lived off of like Telephone and 45 and Wayside and out in there, and so we would go back and forth. And I'd see there was that one that was on 45. I can't remember the name of it, but wasn't there a Bob Robertson?
Bob Robertson. Chevrolet.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, and he could have been there.
Yeah.
It's long gone. But
yeah.
All of the dealerships now, for some reason or another, have all gathered up around the Beltway, no matter what part of town you're in.
Oh, yeah, all the stores that used to be inside 610 right there have all moved down.
Well, there's still some around 610, but not very many. Yeah. So, yes, but that car was very popular, and, most of them were 350s.
Oh, yeah.
And most of them were automatics, but every once in a while, you'd run across a 454 with a 4-speed.
Yeah.
You see that grin on my face?
Yeah, well, and you knew which one it was, and if they hadn't
absolutely.
sold it, that was the first one.
Well, if you remember
moved.
correctly, it had 454 right on the hood.
It's true, on the side of the scoop.
There you go.
So, at any rate, so plans for the car? Other than the engine?
A lot of guys put a hot motor in their car, and then they tear up everything behind it, and I'm planning on starting at the back.
Working forward? Yep.
So, Van Steel, I think they're out of Florida. I've been keeping up with them, and there was a guy named Danny Polk. Forgive me, Danny, but he was been winning all the little local parking lot car races. He has like a 72, and I was reading about him. Then I found out that he was using their stuff, and I said, "Hey, if this guy's winning and he's using Van Steel suspension and everything, I said, okay, that's where I'm going." So when I get around to that, at that point, that's where I'm going to start in the back and work my way forward.
It's a good idea.
I do not want to. the car is special, rare, however you want to say it. It's a 69, and I talked to a guy one time, and he had a 68 or one of the other early C3s. He had a 383 stroker in it, and he said he cracked a windshield. I said, I know what did that, because I used to have a V8 Monza, and I heard about it twisting the body. And I said, even though it's got a full frame in it, I don't want to twist the car and tear the car up. So I said, I'm not going to ever put slicks on it. So, if something's got to give, I don't want it to be the body. I want it to be the tires take the punishment. So whenever I do get to the point, whatever I'm going to do, I'm not going to put slicks on it.
Well, they make things to fix that twisting body, you know.
You can put a whole nother frame on it,
Well,
too.
you can do that, too.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. You can actually use what you got. And they have parts and pieces to stiffen all that stuff up.
Yeah, I think Randy Borcherding, he does, but he puts a Morrison frame assembly on it.
Well, yeah. I mean, but without doing all of that, I mean, to do what you want to do and autocross it in a parking lot.
Well, I want to do it all around, go down. Oh, so speaking of, I know I'm interrupting you. I apologize.
Not at all.
The sad news is, oh, my God, Baytown's not going to be here anymore. What are we going to do?
That's right.
We're all going to your house.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll get my wife. We'll make some pasta and meatballs. Y'all come over. We'll have a good time. We really need I really wish they would put something out I-10 West.
If we all came over to your house and your wife's Italian, it'd be a whole lot more than pasta and meatballs.
No, we'll have pasta.
Because generally the Italian meal is like 8 courses.
8 every Sunday. Every Sunday growing up. Pasta, meatballs, fried chicken, iced tea, Coca-Cola, water, salad.
But yeah, we're bummed out that Baytown's closing up as well. And how long has it been there?
Well, even if they were to open up the old San Antonio dragway right there on I-10 going into San Antonio, I mean, I wouldn't mind driving that far. Of course, there's Ennis. You could always go up there about the same distance.
Because Hennessy bought the Sealy deal, didn't he?
Yeah, he bought that years ago.
I wish somebody would come in just past him or somewhere out that way and put another
that's
win.
growing so much out there that the clock is ticking on that one, too.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'd have to go way out.
Like San Antonio was.
Either that,
got to remember when they built Baytown, that was way out. It was way out in the boonies, and now all the community is built around them, and they moved to him and then complain about his noise.
Oh yeah, isn't that the public way?
Yeah, but I think that really, I've always said that Angleton Houston Motorsports Ranch resort, whatever you want to call it this week. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of property down there to build a drag strip, and
build
it's
a nice
out there.
quarter mile.
Yeah, and
that's not bad. That'd be good down there.
Yeah, and there had been rumor years ago that they were going to build a 1.5 mile circle track down there on the south off of 288.
Right.
There's plenty of room out there.
Yeah.
And then they put a Bass Pro Shops in instead.
I think that's a little bit too close in, but I'm thinking
doing.
more along the lines of Angleton, something like that. Well, there's plenty of property down there, and it would take a while for Houston to grow down there. Certainly not in my lifetime.